I've heard a lot of guys talk about that the presentation that you have to make. Do you wear sleeves? If you put sleeves on in the cold, it shows that you are cold. And the guys that will play at home will go sleeveless just to kind of be a little intimidating. And I always wondered if there's any reality behind that. I would imagine Tom Brady's going to put sleeves on this weekend because he's not worried about what it looks like. He wants to stay a little warmer. You tell me, what's it like walking on – you played at Lambeau Field against Brett Favre. It was cold that day. And you walk out and you said, well, that guy's not wearing sleeves. I mean, what did you wear, if you remember? And did that mean something to you?
Well, I did both, Bruce. Some days that, we played up, whether it was against Brett and Green Bay and those guys in Chicago. Some games I wore sleeves, some games I didn't. And it's just, to me, about how you feel. Because when you go to the sideline, everybody's grabbing a jacket. Yeah, I don't care if you're an offensive lineman. Everyone, when you're sitting on the sideline, you're grabbing a jacket, whether you have sleeves or not. But it is definitely sometimes it is a mental play. And even the opposite. We did this in Tampa, too. Early in the season, we made all the visiting teams wear their darker jerseys. And we wore our white jerseys because, in our mind, they couldn't handle the heat of the dark jerseys when they came to Tampa. Yeah. So every little mind game you can play, you try to play it.
Yeah. I can say this. I never once walked out on the field and saw Derrick or Warren or John Lynch or Rondé or any of the others for that matter with sleeves on and said, oh, we're going to win this game.
That didn't matter.
Regardless of what Derrick wore, or my old nemesis, Mr. Sapp, they were bringing it.
Yes.
They could have a pink ribbon in their hair, and it was going to be a dogfight.
Yes, man. And I remember one vivid game, and I think it was the year that we played you the third time in the playoffs, and we end up losing. How about this of Reggie White blocking a punt? Fourth down.
As if he can, needs to do anything else.
Yes, he tips a punt, blocks it, man. You guys get a good return and kick a field goal to win in the playoffs. But that game there, to be a fan on the field and just see Brett and Warren going at each other. Yes, we were playing, but when you sat back and just seeing it as a football fan, man, I laughed because some of the things they were saying, we can't repeat it on air, but it was so funny. It was just so fun. I'm like, these guys they're crazy. It's like Brett couldn't wait to finish the play to get the Sapp. Sapp couldn't wait to get through a double team or block or whatever and turn and run over to Brett. And the poor referee at the time, he could not even ref because he's running, trying to get in between them for about 6 or 7 straight plays. Man, it was hilarious. They were just going at each other on that field. You talk about verbal warfare? It was at its finest at that point.
Well, my lineman, especially Frank, my center, was like, would you stop jawing with Warren? You're provoking him.
And he's the guy that had to be up there blocking the guy. And,
well, they didn't block him.
They didn't block him.
No and we're getting on the sideline, and coach comes over. One of the times coach does, you try to control, so he comes over and say, Derrick, could you get 99? We really don't want to tick Brett off. So could you get that? I said, coach, they're both in a zone. They're both in a zone right now. And all we can do is just sit back and play the best football we can. But no one can control that day. And like I say, years later, man, I'm glad that we can, sit back and enjoy those moments. But Bruce, let me tell you, being 5 yards away from those 7 or 8 plays, oh my God, it was hilarious. Some of the things they were saying to each other. But Green Bay did come out on top that game, and it was like I say, man, one of the unique plays that Reggie White blocking a punt and Green Bay, you guys kicked the field goal, and beat us. But again, that was, that time where we were starting to believe and have confidence that we were starting to arrive and we had a chance. And like I say, we kind of took that game and went on like a 4 or 5 year run there where we were, deep in the playoffs and winning a lot of football games before, they changed up the divisions. And, once they changed up the divisions, we weren't able to play Green Bay as much.